Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me. If this is your first time ever seeing me, this is actually my second unboxing on a brand new YouTube channel that I have. I have a mystery box here filled with video games, hopefully not Eggos, or maybe, I'm a little hungry. However, it could have retro games, could have newer style games, PS4, Xbox One. I have no clue, but we're gonna unbox this thing and see what's in it. Drum roll, please. So let's see what the first item is going to be. There's a lot of wires and stuff. A Wii controller. I have a Wii. It is somewhere non-operational. I do have a Wii U, but I believe these are interchangeable. Like you can use this for the Wii U as well. Great to add to everything that I have. I'll make sure I find a spot for it. I'm sure I have some places around here somewhere. Let's go ahead and see what else we got. Now I was told there's some really good surprises in here too. So controller, which I have another one right here. It's a pretty pink one. You know, this here is a nice color. It matches my eyes and some of my clothes. So pink is a good color to go with. So I have a pink and a white one. I'm gonna knock out all these controllers real quick because we have another Wii controller with, what is this? Nintendo Wi-Fi USB connector. This connector, when paired with a home computer, you can put it in there just in case you lose any kind of signal from your actual Wii. It would actually piggyback off of that and get the signal that's coming from your actual personal computer, so you don't lose any kind of like gameplay while in the middle of playing your favorite game. They were trying to probably adapt to all the other consoles that were coming out, and all the other consoles concentrated on internet gameplay. So this was probably an addition that made it so it's possible so it can compete with the competitors. And you have another controller, which this here would connect underneath. Grab the pink one, it's my favorite. It would connect underneath, and then you'd have an operational controller. For the Wii U, I do have a operational controller that I do the same thing for. And once I get my Wii operational, I'll have a pretty decent set, but like I said, I'm pretty sure you can use these on the actual Wii U as well. So those would probably get more purpose before I get the Wii fixed. There we go. Okay. Not necessarily gaming. It's a fitness belt. You know, I guess he may have been throwing out hints that I need to work out. I'm probably not even wearing this the right way. Maybe it's supposed to be like that. Maybe it's supposed to be like a WWE belt. Huh? It's a, hold on. Zumba Fitness Champion of the World. That's me. Let's see. First game. First game. Or not. Aqua. This is a great CD. Love this CD. I believe Barbie Girl was my favorite, in a Barbie world. We can all keep singing it. Now that I mentioned it and pointed this out, that song is stuck in your head right now. This CD is not going to go anywhere near anything playable. It's going to go over here forever. Star Ocean PlayStation. Star Ocean, the second story, I believe it was released around '99. It's an action RPG and the second installment of the Star Ocean series. The story centers around a cadet from a space-faring Earth organization who is stranded on an undeveloped medieval level planet. You have the choice between two different characters in the beginning, and when given choices to make that directly affect the story's end, you travel from town to town, occasionally branching off to like side quests and gaining experience points from battle, leveling up to become eventually stronger over time. I'm not a huge RPG fan by all means, but in my opinion, the Star Ocean series is some of the best ever made. We got a 2-disc set. Now, PlayStation games, when they were overly used up, like they had a lot of space that needed to be put on a game, like it was so immersive or so crazy with the additions and stuff, where it took up too much space. They had to do a 2-disc series. I know the Gran Turismo games were like that. They had the 2-disc, and you would have to switch out the disc when you went to, I guess you got to a certain point. Same here with, I'm sure, with the story play. You got to a certain point, you had to take that disc out, put the new disc in, and then that's where you would start from. Now, obviously, now you don't have to worry about that. PlayStation 4 can hold gigabytes upon gigabytes upon gigabytes. Whereas this one disc is probably only 250 megabytes, which is crazy to think. To think that, nowadays something the size of less than this here can fit more space in it, hell, than NASA from a few years ago in their computers. So it's crazy how technology has advanced, and I'm rambling at this point, so we're gonna move on. There's a lot of games in here. Oh my gosh. I got past all the crap. Well, that, the other stuff wasn't crap. The Aqua Barbie girl was. And the Fitness Championship of the World belt was too. So got past all that, gonna move on to the good stuff. And I'm trying my hardest not to look down, but it's so tempting. This is a Nintendo game. Slalom? This is a skiing video game where you race downhill while navigating past flags and obstacles. It's only a single player game and allows you to choose difficulties based on different mountains. The goal, of course, to reach the finish line within the given time. Only issue that I have with this game, it's only good for a couple of plays. Before, of course, you move on to the next one, this ends up on your shelf collecting dust. Oh, I looked down almost seen some things, but I'm going to get to the other NES games. We're going to go with Anticipation. You know what? This game right here, I see this every time I go to Second and Charles or any game store. This is always on the shelf. And just like the price tag on the back that says 99 cents, that's usually what it's going for. This is a mix between Pictionary, Trivial Pursuit, and it's got like secondhand Monopoly pieces. In my opinion, if you want a Frankenstein's monster version of a board game that featured borrowed concepts from successful board games, this game is for you. Make sure you get your 3 best friends together for this one. If you know the answer, please feel free to buzz in. Super glad to have any of this stuff, and I appreciate all the stuff that you've given me. All right, go to the next NES selection. City Connection. It's an arcade style type game where you control a vehicle and you must paint over every section of the road by driving over the unpainted areas, while of course avoiding obstacles. And of course you got to be chased by cops. It's just a must. Still a very cool game, but it'll get you frustrated to the point that you'll take that game out of your NES and toss it across the room. It's just that frustrating. Next is going to be the Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle. So this here for the NES, going for $6.99 used in the back. Those are easy stickers to get off though. So once I peel that off, it'll be pristine. It's in nice condition. Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle. It's a side scroller. Of course, very similar. Side scrollers became popular with like Mario Brothers, that kind of theme. That is tasking you with rescuing, of course, Bugs' girlfriend. She's been kidnapped by the evil grips of Wile E. Coyote. Bugs and his crew must travel through various levels in order to save her. Not a bad release at all for Nintendo. Super fun to play. A little fun fact about Bugs Bunny. They had a couple releases in Japan, same concept, you know, same type and style of the side scrollers. In Japan, however, they used Roger Rabbit as their main character for this instead of Bugs. Wouldn't say I hate that so much. I mean, the Roger Rabbit for NES was horrible, so I think this would be an improvement on it nonetheless. Then they also released one for the Game Boy. Now, the Game Boy version of it, that featured Mickey Mouse, but same concept as what this was. Obviously, rescuing a different person, not necessarily Bugs' girlfriend. That'd be kind of odd, weird. Games such as this, I mean, this is like, when I had the NES, I was at that age where I'd pick up this in a heartbeat. Like, I'd pick up a lot of the kids' title, not kids, because I was like 8 years old when I had my NES. But Bugs Bunny, iconic character. This is pretty cool. This is probably worth some good money, and I'll check it out and obviously let you know if you gave me a gold mine with some of these games, or if you gave me junk. I don't think you give me junk. So next off, we got, oh, now we're cooking with this Assassin's Creed 3. Now, nothing in it. It's still a cool case. The hard shell cases, like, I've seen a couple of these out. I actually have a couple of them. They're neat to have. Like, I got Halo 2 in it, in the hard shell. It's pretty cool when they do these like special limited edition collector's editions. And yeah, but I'll probably still display this because the case alone's probably got a little bit of a markup in value, just because it's an iconic title like Assassin's Creed. So moving on to Dead Island Riptide. Yet another no game. What you doing here? What you doing? I like this game. I would love to play this game. Can't. I could display it. I mean, it's cool like art, you know. This is for my championship belt. Zumba Fitness 2. Take any challengers, just so you know. I got the belt. Willing to give that up, really? Forgot to check to see if it was there. It is there, intact. Now Zumba is, ironically, I did try Zumba. I was talked into it by the wife. She said, you know, try this exercise routine, you're gonna love it. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was Zumba, but I was doing it. I was doing it well. I was doing it good. I was feeling the burn. I was sweating, you know, and I was breathing in, breathing out. I couldn't catch my breath. And then I was told after that little segment that was the warm up. And I said to my wife, I love you, but I can't do this anymore. And I collapsed on the floor. It was a sad day, you know. I knew my limitations, though. I knew it. Now, I shouldn't be talking about that because since then I won the belt. So, you know, moving on. Now we're talking NHL 14. Love NHL games. Love NHL. Cool to have this. I have several different years of NHL on here somewhere. But they're always fun games to play. They always find a way to make them innovative with, you know, fighting, which is great to see in an NHL game. I think once they first started allowing that to happen, I think that it took off more because, well, I can't say that so much because there was still, you know, classic titles for like Super Nintendo that had, like I can't remember which year it was, but an NHL game that was around for a long time. Moving on, that's for the PlayStation 3, so it feels like I got a lot of PlayStation 3 games. MLB 13 The Show. I don't own any MLB games. Now, it's not because I hate them. I used to get them all the time. But I'm just not a big baseball fan. Now, graphically wise, in the back here, it looks very, very good. Now, obviously, the PS4 came out and the PS5 coming soon, and they look like you're watching the game live. This is not far off, I must say. I mean, it looks like something that would be fun to play. I'll pop it in, because like I said, I don't have any, but I used to have some. But I'm not a real big baseball fan. The reason for it is it's just boring to watch on TV. I can go to a game all day long and watch it, but I can't watch it on TV. It's like NASCAR racing. They're going around in circles. Left turn here, left turn there. Baseball's no different. I need to fall asleep, or maybe that's why people watch it, is so they can get a nap. I don't know. It's not like football. Which this should be the next one. No, actually it's not, but it's another sports game. FIFA Soccer 12. As I said in previous videos, the soccer games, I love them. I'm not a soccer fan by all means, but it's just by playing them, they're amazing. They're fun, Let's go off to the next one. This, my friends, is a sealed PS4 game. This is the Arkham Knight Batman. The Arkham Knight is, I believe it's the 4th in the Arkham series. It's set after, of course, the events of the previous title, the Arkham City. Open world style gameplay, which I love, that allows you to pretty much glide around in pursuit of the Scarecrow and various other villains. It was an amazing series. I have a couple of the games that are, the prior games prior to, this one. I think there's another Batman game that just came out too. Anyway, nonetheless, games are cool. Open world. They had a lot of the open world maps where you could go wherever in Gotham City. Though once they initiated that, man, it's like Batman meets Grand Theft Auto, like that. It was huge. So I'm going to open this, and I'm going to actually install it and play it. So thanks for the brand new game. I appreciate that. This game I've been hooked on. I have PlayStation Now, and that's where it's a subscription where you can access some old PlayStation 3 games. This is The Last of Us. As you may know, I'm more of a retro gaming fan, but this title by far is my favorite post-retro game. Such a great title. It plays just like a movie from beginning to end. It's amazing. You play as Joel in the post-apocalyptic world. It's 20 years after the death of his daughter. If you're a fan of zombie titles, this is a must-own. I actually recently bought this for PlayStation 4. It was the remastered version. Wanted to try it out, see if maybe it was anything had changed, anything different, new type of graphics. Obviously, it's a better processor with the PlayStation 4 than the PlayStation 3. I have to say, there's not much difference. The PlayStation 3 version actually held up very well. So in my opinion, this is something I would definitely recommend picking up, whether for the PlayStation 3 or the PlayStation 4. And I got it for $10 at Target. Just throwing that out there. Gran Turismo 5 for the PS3. Gran Turismo games are fun to play, dating back to the PlayStation era, PlayStation 1. I had Gran Turismo 1 and 2. In that, you would be able to customize your car. You pick what car you are. I do actually own Gran Turismo 5, but it's the VR version because I have the VR set. I haven't actually played the gameplay for this, aside from doing the VR portion of it. All right, so we got last one. NHL 15. As I said, I do have this, but I don't have the physical copy. It was only recently I started actually collecting, and it's so easy to be able to get the digital copy on their store, the PlayStation Network store. And you can get it right from the PlayStation, download it. Takes a couple of hours, unfortunately, in most cases, and then you can play it right away. So I have this. I probably deleted it because whenever the new, NHL comes out, you delete the old one, install the new one. So cool. I will definitely throw this in. Well, I probably won't throw it in because I have it digitally wise, but I will display it. Put it on here somewhere. I got a PlayStation 4 area right here. So that concludes my box.
Ladies and gentlemen,
actual retail price of Showcase.